Hi, my name is Mikko Kempe and I'm sitting here in beautiful Stinson Beach, California, close to San Francisco. And today I'm going to reveal to you one of the biggest mistakes women unknowingly make to turn her date off and what you can do instead. So what often happens is the guy has taken you out on a date in a nice restaurant or maybe a movie or so. And let's say you sit in a movie and after a little while you realize that this movie that was supposed to be really funny movie, why isn't that funny? And this comedy movie is turning out to be a kind of a dumb movie. And so you kind of both just sit there and you realize that he's not really enjoying it that much either. And but you don't really care because you know you kind of like him and you like his company, and so far it's been nice. And so you get out from the movie and you see him a little hesitant and you're excited that now you can share about the movie, and he asks you, so what you doing about the movie? Now, particularly the more honest and sincere you are, you don't necessarily even think about it, but you will just talking about how stupid and dumb the movie was. But what instead you have to realize is he's not really asking you about what you thought about the movie. What he's asking you is kind of a confirmation to make sure that he is doing a good job in trying to make you happy and trying to show you a good time on the date. So when you say all the negative things about the movie, he may be taking it personally and you may not even realize it. Because see, guys are just as sensitive as girls often are, although we don't admit it ever because it's an ego thing. We don't often admit it that we are sensitive, but it's often on a different way. And a lot of times as guys we don't even really realize our sensitivity. We just kind of notice that we shut down or we shut off, and we don't often realize why. But this is why. Is when we take you out in a date and you are happy, we take credit for it. If we take you out into a meal and you really liked it, we feel as if we actually cooked it ourselves and it was our restaurant and you gave us a personal compliment. Or if we took out in a date and you laughed at the jokes in the comedy movie, we actually feel on an emotional level that you're laughing at our jokes. So when we see you happy and laughing and having a good time, we are taking credit for your happiness. Now whether you like that or not, that's just the way us guys we are. And so when you concentrate on the negative thing on a movie or on a meal or whatever, we may be taking it personally and we may be shutting down and just feeling not connected to you, and we may not even necessarily know why. But on a subconscious level, what we often think about is, oh gosh, we're trying to do our best to show you a good time and make sure that that you are having a good time. And what happens is when you are just sharing innocently about what you didn't like about the meal or about the movie, we may be thinking, well gosh, I kind of failed, you didn't have a good time. And so on the subconscious level we may be thinking, if you didn't have a good time on this date when I'm trying to give my best, what if when we have all the stresses of family life or all the stresses of marriage or all the stresses of committed relationship, I'm not sure if I have what it takes to make you happy. And by remembering that all us guys we really want to do is to make you happy, when you realize that, this is what you can do instead. So when he asks you, well, what did you thought about the movie? Just stop and think and realize that he's not really asking you about what you thought about the movie. What he's really asking you is, he's asking you some more confirmation to make sure you're still having a good time. And instead of lying, you never have to lie, but what you can think of is just thinking about some scene or something that happened in the movie that actually you liked or was funny. Because certainly in everything there's something good that you can find to say. So just find that spot, think and remember, and trying to come and think of it really hard on something positive to say. For example, oh, I really like the way on that scene where they were jumping off the cliff and then this guy just fell on and fall in his face. I thought that was really funny. And then just leave it at that. And if you stopped and had to think about, and he already kind of thought it was a kind of a dumb movie, he will appreciate you so much for you taking the time to actually not say and complain or say about negative things, and instead just say some positive thing, and he will realize that okay, you probably didn't like the movie, but this will give him a chance to save his face, and it will give him a chance to actually switch the conversation on some more positive thing, and you can continue having the chemistry and connection, and he will really appreciate, and you will score big points by doing it. And so I hope you have enjoyed this tip, and I hope you come back and watch some of the other tips later on.